How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Portugal South. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads: map based on the southern region of Portugal with original relief. The map brings its own space marked for factories, 3 points of sale, 26 fields of various sizes. Also has a farm space with farmhouse, silo, and shed. This has had an update to it, and it is changelog 1.1.0.0, and it says bug fixes. Animals integrated into map. Some sales have been added. All factories added to your spaces. Decorations. New game save required. This map was created by SFPT and is 192.96 megabytes to download. There are no mods required for this map, and if we check out the map, this is what it looks like. You start down here in the southernmost portion of the map, and you own farmland number 32. If you see here, you have a couple of areas that are highlighted. If you click on them though, and you look down at the bottom bottom left-ish, you'll see farmland 32. They are both on the same farmland, and you can see the 32 is highlighted. You can purchase all areas of the map, and you can see the peripheral kind of area here is $4.6 million. So you're going to be needing a lot of money to buy that area. You do start with animal pens. Contracts are available. You do not start with any of the production chains, but there are plenty on here for you to purchase. There are collectibles on this map, 9 of them in total. And there are mods specific to this map. Nothing under the buy menu here, but something... Well, you know what? We'll come back to that in just a second. Nothing under the buy menu, but under the build mode, if you look under sheds, nothing there. Silos, you have a couple here. Portugal South, right here, you got the farm silo and seed, fertilizer, and lime silo. Silo extensions, nothing. Containers, you have the liquid silo here. Under tools, nothing. Under farmhouses, nothing. Under productions, you have quite a bit going on here. Now, these are the base game production points that are available from the very beginning, but they have been updated to have little customized billboards and placards in front of each of them and on the building themselves. Yeah, so that's a very nice feature in my opinion. So as far as I'm aware, the recipes are all the same. Nothing's changed along those routes. It's just the kind of modernizing and updating the signage for each of these points. Nothing under sell points, no greenhouses, orchards, or generators. If we look under animals, nothing under cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, or others. Under decorations, nothing for fences, nothing for lights, and nothing for others. Under landscapes, there's a few painting swatches available, and nothing under trees or plants as well. So we start here at the shop. You can see you have a repair trigger right here, and the shop triggers right here. And because we're so far away, we're actually going to go ahead and purchase us a vehicle to run around in. And I think we're going to go with this guy right here. Hence the reason why, one, they have more than $100,000 in the bank, and there's a couple areas along the way we might need to purchase. Fire this up and head on out. Make a right here. And this is what I'm talking about. So this is the grape processing unit. And you can see this custom signage right here on the building. There's oftentimes custom signage on the outskirts of the building, the kind of walls or barriers around the building themselves. You can purchase the grape processing unit for $80,000, and just like your standard, inputs here, outputs here. Now, one thing I will say that's kind of a cool feature is a lot of these kind of decorative items that are placed here as well. You got, I think these barrels and crates are just unique and for these particular models. So that I think I actually like that. I think that's kind of a cool little addition. It just makes the base unit feel more lived in. Over here, make sure I don't hit her, is the bakery. $50,000 will purchase that. And again, custom signage, Portugal South, Padaria Confecciara. Yes, those were words. Inputs here, outputs here. And now, heading down the road just a little bit further, is our next point of interest. Again, custom signage, the spinnery. Again, all these crates and stuff right here. 60,000 to purchase the spinnery. Inputs here, outputs here. We do have to head just a little bit further down the road. And I need to adjust my notes because I've been traveling without updating them. There we go. And off to the left here, if we head around the backside over here, right here is the cooperative sell point. And you can just back right up to the grate here and sell right there. So now, gotta backtrack ever so slightly. And here, gonna make a right. And coming up here on the right, this is the grain mill production point. Come over here and purchase this for $96,000. And inputs here, outputs there. Now this coming up is a really cool feature on this map. I actually really enjoy the way that this area is kind of set up. So if you come up this hill here, come up and over this little bridge very carefully. This is the wood chip sell point. So just a cool little selling area right here. Allows you to kind of experience just the uniqueness and the flair that this map has. And just you wait. There was a feature on this map that I personally was not expecting, but when I came across it, I had one of those moments where my breath was almost taken away. Like, I don't mean to hype it up that much, but it's just how I felt at the time. Here is the carpentry. Purchase this for $60,000. Your inputs are here, sell wood trigger here, and your outputs. Where did the outputs go? Normally they're around the side back here, but I didn't see the hash mark. Normally they're right here. I'm going to assume that it's right here. It's just missing the box. I just did not see it. Let's see. Now we have to head out a little ways. And here is the cereal factory. Come around the back side here. Purchase this for $110,000. Inputs here, outputs there. Hop back into the truck. Off to my right is the gas station. Place to purchase some fuel. Keep heading around this direction. Until we get right here. Oh, and I missed it. It's alright, we can come in right through here. So this is the grain sell point right here. And then if you follow this road off into the back, this is the seed and fertilizer station. Here we'll pull back out on the road and head to the next point of interest. Now we are going to make a slight left here, and then we'll have to backtrack afterwards. So coming up, this is the oil mill. Come around the backside here. Right here. 80,000 will purchase the oil mill. You have your inputs here and your outputs right here. And now we need to go ahead and turn around. And coming up here on our right, this is the sawmill. Actually looking on the back side of the sawmill. So we want to go right here. You can purchase a sawmill for $100,000. Your wood chip dispensary, your output for wood chips is right here. Inputs right here. Your sawwood trigger right here, and your outputs for the production is right there. Hop back into the truck and head around the front side, aka the back side. Now this part of the map coming up is what I was talking about when it nearly took my breath away. Like, I thought this part of the map was so cool. So you come up this little hillside here. I am going to go slow because it gets a bit bumpy up here. Come back here. Make a right. And a left. Here we go. And over here, this is the lime station. But if you come back here, this is a mining area for you to be able to get stone. So if you want, you can purchase this area. Let's take a look. You know what? Let's do that. Let's take a look at where we've been and what we've seen up to this point. And then I'll show you the price there. So we started here at the shop. Came over and checked out the grape processing unit, the bakery, the spinnery. Came all the way out here to the cooperative sell point. Came back up to here. Took in the grain mill. And then came up and around and saw the wood chip sell point. Back around here. Saw the carpentry. Up to here. Took in the cereal factory. Over here to the gas station. Kept around here. We saw the grain sell point as well as the seed and fertilizer station. Came out here, down to here, and saw the oil mill. Turned around, came up here and took in the sawmill, and then came up and around here where we saw the lime station. So if you purchase this part of the map, the $4 million portion, you then have access to all these stones that are sitting here, just waiting for you. And you got quite a bit here. So if you really wanted to, you could really kind of make a good profit out here in just stones. But that's obviously something you're going to have to save up for. And I love these kind of custom looking, like I said, just these details. This piece of equipment here, this kind of crusher looking thing here, is just so cool looking to me. Like, that's really cool. But then, this is the part that really kind of did it for me. This tunnel right here. Look at this. You cut through this little tunnel area, it immediately spits you out into this kind of covered bridge. Not covered bridge, but just bridge. Right over. Look at that. Like, that's just beautiful. But then you have to come around the backside here. Up and around. And it's like, some of this is so overgrown. And here's a real narrow bit right here. But some of this is so overgrown, it looks like it's actually in the middle of being dealt with and being worked on. Like, you even got this half-built building right back here, which is really cool. And over here, check this out. This is the stone sell point right here. You back your trailers up to here and dump it out. You sell your stones. That's cool. That's just cool. But just look at all this detail. Just this like half-built little mining operation that's going on here. And now we have to make our way back down and around. And it's like, just, even if you purchase this, you're not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot, like, with the area itself, like, be able to build it up and do stuff with it. But, whoa, 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 no, 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 no. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This area, you gotta go slow. Do as I say, not as I do. But again, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's just so cool. Like, that's a cool sight. Back through the tunnel. Then head down this way. Continuing to head down the hill. Here we go. And now, we're back onto the roadway. And over here, this is the tailor shop. Purchase this for $100,000. Inputs here and outputs are in the back over here. You also have a wardrobe trigger right here. Now we need to turn around and head in this direction. And this is the sugar mill. Purchase this for $80,000. You have your outputs here and your inputs around back. Right there. Head back out to the truck and continue to head kind of east-southeast. Well, mainly southeast. To our left here, this is the biomass heating plant. You have your sell point right here and your wood sell point right there. And now we are getting ever and ever closer to the farm. And when I tell you, I cannot wait for you to see this farm. It is so cool. Like, they set this up really cool. And this little feature on this map, whatever this dome is, almost looks like a bus stop, to be honest. Like, that is cool. Like, it's obviously not a bus stop, but it's just, look at that. Like, it's almost like a little water bath, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I just don't know. I've never been to Portugal. I don't know. It looks cool. It's beautiful. So now we have to head all the way down. Stop looking at my notes. Oh dear. Bumpy road. Okay, over here is the biogas. And again, this is one you have to purchase from the map. So let's check it out where we've been and what we've seen. We were up here, we saw the lime station at this kind of quarry area. We switched back and around and saw the stone cell. We then came out, we took in the tailor shop, went down in this direction and saw the sugar mill as well as the biomass heating plant. We came out to the main road, up to here, and now we're here at the biogas. If you purchase farmland number 23 for $184,672, which we will, you can see now it pops up. Standard biogas plant, all the standard formulas and whatnot, I do believe. Solid input there, liquid input here, and your liquid output, aka digestate, right there. A couple of bunker silos immediately behind me. Pretty large, actually. Good size ones. And now we are heading back in the direction of our farm. And we're getting ever and ever closer to see that farm. And oh man, is it cool. It is so worth it. Alright, here to my right is the dairy. Can purchase this for $70,000, and your outputs are right here, your inputs are right back there. Keep heading in this direction. To my right is the gas station, and then here, to my left, is the farm, the starting farm. Again, look at the details, like this little well with the wagon wheel. Like, that's cool. The big lumber signage here. Like, so cool. Come up the drive. Follow this to the left. Look at this kind of little rock face. It's like the farm has just been carved out of the stonework here. Like, that is so cool. Such a gorgeous little setup here. Gonna come all the way to the corner here and start with the farmhouse. In here, you have another wardrobe trigger. And here, sleep trigger. And all your starting equipment and whatnot is here on the farm. But speaking of starting equipment, let's check it out. Now, I started talking about this earlier, but if you come down to leased equipment first, you have a mixing wagon that is leased. So make sure you're aware of that, because it'll sit there and charge you a daily rate if you don't return it. So just an FYI. If we look under owned items, we start with our small tractors. We have a Landini REX 4070 GT. It's one of the small vineyard tractors. Under medium tractors, we have a John Deere 4755 as well as a Massey Ferguson 3670. And under large tractors, the Fendt 930 Vario, Harvesters, a case axle flow 7150. Grape technology, we have the Broud 9070L. Front loaders, we have the Clostorian 639. The car, the Lizard pickup, I purchased at the very beginning. Under miscellaneous, we have a Prinroth Light Wolf Agri-Power. Under trailers, we have the Rudolph TDK 301RA as well as the Kloss Carrot 140 TD. The header for the case, the corn header and sunflower header for the case. We have a Locotech LH2 and a Kemper 345 Plus. Now the cool thing about this is this allows your normal 3-point hitch tractors to be able to run your silage or chaff making headers like this one here. Like this is a cool. I've not seen a map up until this point have this as part of the starting equipment. This is cool in my opinion. Grape technology, you have the Hardy Mercury 4000L, the liquid fertilizer and herbicide sprayer. You also have the Furman MRWK 6000 trailer for grapes, and you have the Provitus MP 122 OCEA trimmer or pruner. Under stone pickers, you have the Degelman Rock King 9600. Under cultivators, you have the Lemken Schmargd 9500K. Under seeders, the Pottinger Terracim C6F. Under fertilizer spreaders, the Bradell K10 K105. Whew, man, I can talk, I promise you. The balers, the Kloss Roland 455 RC Unirap. Under bale loaders, you have the Anderson RBM 2000. Under animals, you have a K-brand Primor 15070M, which is the straw thrower. You have a Joskin Aquatrans 7300S. Under front loader tools, you have the Elbutt Universal Bucket. And finally, a Nardi header trailer. Whew, man, lots of equipment to start out with. But it's you get some cool pieces of equipment too. Over here, you have your silo. You have your inputs here and your outputs for this silo here. Over here, you have your cow barn. Real cool custom cow barn right here. 120 cows can fit in here. You have your feed here, your milk here, slurry there. Head across away. And this is such a cool little water feature right here. Like, that's cool. Oh, you even have swimming fish. I just noticed that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Over here, you have a few beehives. Back here, you have a chicken coop. 80 chickens can fit in here. Your feed goes here. And your eggs, where did the eggs spawn? I thought Huh. Well, I'm going to presume maybe under the covered awning right here. Over here, you have the liquid silo. So you can purchase either liquid fertilizer or herbicide and store it here and just extract from this point right here. Now we're going to go hop in the truck and take in the backside of the property. Out this lovely main entrance. Okay. To my left is a fuel tank. You can purchase and load directly into it. If you can get the trigger to come up. Weird. Some more of our starting equipment back here. Here you have a hay loft. You can store your straw and hay. And over here you have the seed, fertilizer, and lime silo. A couple bunker silos back here. A couple of your headers right there and your trailer. And then back here, you have your pig barn. 120 pigs can go in here. We'll catch the triggers on the way back out because we have to turn back around. And you have 3 greenhouses that you can operate. We'll cut through. Nope, not going to cut through. Back up and head out. And you can see the feed trigger is on the left and slurry trigger right there. And now we need to leave our gorgeous farm head immediately across the street and take this all the way down to the southernmost portion, the southernmost portion of the map, right here. This is the animal dealer. You can purchase animals directly from this and load them into your various pastures and barns, or you can purchase them directly from the buy points at the pastures and barns themselves, or you can get a animal trailer and load directly into the trailer and save delivery fees, because doing it from here or from the barns themselves costs you a delivery fee. Getting a trailer does not. Over here, this is the, I'm looking at my notes, the selling bale sell point. And then coming up here, the last point of interest, we need to turn around and head in this direction. And we will pop out right next to the last point of interest. You can see it up here on the right. This, to my right, is the supermarket sell point right up front there. And that is the map. This is Portugal South. Let's take a look at the map, show last place we were and what we've seen. So we were at the BGA, came out here, saw the dairy, the gas station, came up, went into the farmyard, saw the house, the silo, the cows, the bees, the liquid silo, the chicken pasture, the pig pasture, the petrol tank. You've got the hayloft, the seed fertilizer and lime silo, and the greenhouses. We then took off from there, went directly across the street to the animal dealer as well as the selling bales sell point. Came up here and saw the supermarket. Now, what do I think of the map? I am just going to cut right to the chase. I love it. I absolutely love this map. I don't know why I didn't check this map out when it first came out, but I'm regretting it because there's some parts on this map that are just so cool. The rock quarry, the little wood chip cell area, the farm itself is just absolutely stunningly beautiful. Now it's the way it's designed though is not really going to offer any ability to kind of expand, but you have so much of the basic needs. There's not really a lot that you need to expand into. So it's really set up very nicely in that regard. But I mean, just all the stunning views. The color palette is excellent in my opinion. Again, not too cartoony. You're not seeing a bunch of like fields of flowers and all this, you know, this stuff that just makes the map look kind of fake. There is a lack of traffic on this map. I've not seen any traffic here, which makes, you know what, let me, before I say that, I'm sure I have my traffic turned on. Yeah, traffic is on. Okay, so I haven't seen any traffic. I've seen pedestrians walking, obviously, but no traffic splines. About the only negative I can say in regards to this map is a few of the grass swaths and textures are over the concrete roadway, In certain areas, there's a couple of overgrowths and stuff from the grass areas onto the road, so it just looks kind of jagged and rough. Um, I've always said in previous map tours that if you are going to use the basic in-game production points and things like that, that it needs to be dressed up in some way, shape, or form. And the map maker did exactly that. They added decoration and they added signage. So you're not getting, just basic signage from the base game that doesn't make sense for the area. This is supposed to be in Portugal, and you've got signage that actually is in Portuguese and makes sense to the area. And it's like that everywhere. You're seeing, like that tractors, you know, but you got all the names and whatnot that can be bought here. Like you've got so much detail on this map that just makes it just, in my opinion, just a cut above the rest in many regards. Um, you've got like that the supermarket. Oh, wow, that person was like power walking. Supermarketito or Cercado, supermarket, just things like that, things that are just in their native language, like that detail. That it's small, it's really small detail, but it's huge to me. In my opinion, that just makes a map more immersive and more part of what you're playing. This little feature here, I don't know what it is, but that's cool. Whatever it is, I like it. I mean, for all I know, it could be an outhouse, and it's the coolest outhouse I've ever seen. It's just one of those. And you've got little rock features and rock formations all throughout the map. You've got tons of woods and forestry area, and because you can buy, all areas of the map, you're not restricted to what you can and can't do. So if you wanted to, you can cut down all these trees and use this as more farmland or more arables or whatever. You can do whatever. You can, and it's pretty flat over here, so you can cut all this down and use it for more animals or more. It's completely and utterly up to the person playing the map, and I highly recommend this map. I really think that you should give it a try if you haven't already. I would give this a 4.5. Every bit of 4.5. This ticked a lot of boxes that I just didn't know were on this map. Like I said, I completely missed it. Completely missed it when this one was released, and I'm regretting missing it. But whoa. There are some of those little issues right there, like the little roadways can be a little uneven and stuff, but just it's one of those that I don't really much care. I don't mind that it's like that. It is what it is. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.